right, here's standard 2.5. I can add and subtract decimals without a calculator. We have 4 steps we have to remember. First, we're going to line up the decimal points. So rewrite it up and down, lining up the decimal points. Then we're going to fill in any zeros where there's blanks. Then we're going to move the decimal point into the answer right below the other decimal points. And then we add or subtract. You may have to borrow some for that. So let's try it. The first one, notice it's addition. So my first one's going to be 3.4 plus 2.76. I have a blank right here, so I'm going to bring in my 0 and bring down my decimal. And then I'm going to add. 0 plus 6 is 6. 4 plus 7 is 11. So I'm going to put the 1 from the 1 spot here and the 1 from the 10 spot up here. I'm going to add it all up. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. My answer is going to be 6.16. Next one is subtraction. So again, I'm going to line it up. 12.45 minus 2.607. I'm going to bring in a 0 here, and I know I'm going to go ahead and put 1 here too to make it easier. Then bring down my decimal point, and then I'm going to subtract. Let's see, 0 minus 7 doesn't work, so I'm going to borrow from this 5 and make this a 4, and bring that 1 down as a tens. So to make 10 here, 10 minus 7 is 3, 4 minus 0 is 4, 4 minus 6, oh, same thing, doesn't work. So I'm going to borrow from this. 12 becomes 11, 14. 14 minus 6 is 8, and then 11 minus 2 is 9. So I have 9.843. All right, next one. So we're back to plus. So if we're adding these problems, we have 2 different signs that we actually are going to subtract. So I'm going to take the larger number, 25.1, put it on top, and then I'm going to subtract the other number, 13.208. I'm going to go back in and add zeros on my line to bring down my decimal point. And I have to borrow to subtract. So I know I need to move, let's see, I'm going to go all the way back here to this 5. I'm going to turn this 5 into 4. Make it 11, and then borrow from that, make that 10, and this one 10, borrow from that to make it 9, and this one 10. Whew. 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 0 is 9, 10 minus 2 is 8, 4 minus 3 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. Our answer is going to be 11.892. All right. Then we have to ask ourselves, is it going to be positive or negative? Well, 25.1 is bigger, so it's going to be positive. Go on to the next one. Here we have 3 things, so I'm going to start with these 2. 4.001 plus 2.780. Oh, no 0. I'm adding that 0. And I'm putting in the decimal. I'm going to add these together. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 7 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. Then I'm going to take that, 6.781, and now I have to subtract 3.4. So minus 3.400, and I'm going to subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1, 8 minus 0 is 8, 7 minus 4 is 3, 6 minus 3 is 3. A final answer of 3.381. All right? Gotta line them up. Much easier if you line them up. Question 5, real life situation. Mark is shopping for school supplies. He spent $12.46 on notebooks and $4.36 on pencils. $12.46 on notebooks, $4.36 on pencils. If he pays with a $20 bill, how much change will he receive? So we could do this a couple different ways. I want to find a total and then maybe subtract that total from 20. So I might start with 12.46 plus 4.36 and add them together. So 6 plus 6 is 12. 4 plus 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 plus 4 is 16. And then I might do 20 minus 1682. To do that, I'm going to borrow from here. So that becomes 1. This becomes 10, which I'm going to make 9. This becomes 10, which I'm going to make 9. This becomes 10. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. 1 minus 0. My final answer is going to be 3.18 is our change. Okay. One more. Jonathan has $14.50 saved. He earns $3.75 for walking his neighbor's dog. How much money does he have now? If he's trying to save up to $50, how much more money does he have to save? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to add these and then subtract it from this. All right, so add these together first. 14.5 plus 3.75. I'm going to add my zeros and then add them together. 0 plus 5 is 0. 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 plus 3 plus 1 makes 8. Carry the 1, so he has 1825. And then I'm going to do 50 minus 18.25. I'm going to borrow. So 5 becomes 4 and carries 1 to make 10. Borrow again. 10 becomes 9. Carry 1 to make 10. Borrow again. 9 and 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 8 is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. He has 31.75 still to save.